Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, then I'm sure you've been waiting a very, very long time for the fly-by-wire A380. As you can see right here, you can't currently use it, but when it comes out, it will hopefully be good. It's been in the making for a very long time. But I'm a little bit bored of waiting, and I would like to actually fly the A380 now. Now, of course, I jumped onto this very, very sketchy-looking website called MSFS and if you search up A380 on here, you can actually find a bunch of A380 options just like this. Now, hopefully, without getting a virus on my PC, I clicked on this, and I was like, ooh, Airbus A380 Qatar, let me install it. Like, look at that picture, it looks quite promising, doesn't it? So of course, after a little bit of scrolling, I got to the bottom, had a look at some of the reviews. Where is the aircraft folder? It's not in the community file. Yes it is. Cockpit lights keep flickering and the engines are not firing to the max. Same, what should I do? It doesn't look promising, does it? It looks pretty bad. I mean, it says here the known issues are that only engines 1 and 2 animations work. Only engine 1 reverse thrust animation works. The cockpit isn't in the correct position, apparently. But I mean, hey, on the bright side, they've got animated window wipers. Great, lovely. So after clicking download now, and then clicking free download, oh no, and then clicking generate link, and then clicking, well, waiting, I finally managed to install the Airbus A380-800 to my Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Now, if you look here, there is only one livery for it, which is the Qatar one, and I guess it's not too bad, but let's jump into the simulator and see what it looks like and how it works. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one and only Heathrow Airport in the Airbus A380. Just from looking at these cinematics, it looks very bad. I mean, look at the textures, they're very poor. Now, if we of course started off by simply looking around, we can see the textures are really bad. The quality is not the best. The wheels, they look quite nice. I mean, they're all right, I guess. The engines look very basic. I mean, they're spinning a little bit, but they're not very realistic looking by the looks of it. I mean, just look at the bevel on these letters. They just look very, very soft. They look very unfortunate. And I can assure you now that if Fly-by-Wire releases their A380 and it looks anything like this, the consequences will be dire. But hey, let's not criticize the outside, because this is, by the way, freeware, so we can't be too judgmental on this. Let's go into the cockpit and have a look, and as you can see, it is the very, very standard Airbus A320 cockpit. I mean, the inertial reference systems don't even work. I mean, it is literally an A320. You've only got 2 throttles. Like, it would probably been better to have used, like, the 747 cockpit or something. I don't know. But I mean, hey, who am I to complain? It's not like I can make anything better. Anyways, let's get this aircraft turned on with the external power batteries 1 and 2. Do a nice little startup here. We'll get the APU turned on. We'll just turn on these lights a little bit here, just because why not? I mean, you can't even toggle the emergency lights. I mean, as you can tell, it's very, very basic. Like, you can't even use the RAM here. You can't even, like, hit any of these buttons here. You can't turn this. You can't turn that. So, of course, it is a very, very basic design. I mean, heck, even the TCAS isn't even an option. All right, let's just have a look at the MCDU, see what it looks like. That looks alright, I guess. Flight plan, yeah, there's not really anything to put in here, so I can't really review that properly. But the moment we've been waiting for, the startup. The engines 1 and 2, we'll get those turned on. As you can see on the upper ECAM display, they're turning on. Yeah, they're firing up. They're firing up. And if you listen very closely, you can hear the beautiful rumble of these engines starting up. So I can't really say the audio in it is too bad just yet, but we're not sure because we haven't really done anything yet. So let's give it a minute and we'll find out. As you can see here, as stated, right, what is going on over there? Right, what is going on with that 740? What are you, mate? Are you okay, mate, bro? But I mean, if you have a look at the engines 1 and 2 are sort of spinning, I guess, but then you got engines 3 and 4 that are just doing nothing. I mean, like, look at this. Like, why have I got 12,000 kilograms of fuel on board? Like, why have I only got 2 engines appearing on my ECAM display? Like you've only got startup options for engines 1 and 2. You've only got 2 thrust levers. There's not even 4 as if you were flying the A380. But my question is, what does the cabin look like? Anyways, our 2 of 4 engines have started up, so let's just try and taxi like somewhere out of it. Let's get some of this fuel off of our plane as well. And if I look at the control surfaces, they are quite nice. They're all right, I guess. So let's not beat them up for that. I mean, if we have a look at our elevators, they're all right. Our ailerons, meh. What do the spoilers look like? Okay. They come out nicely. And then the flaps as well. The flaps they come out. They come out nicely. Okay. Yeah, okay. They still have really bad textures, but okay. But I mean, if you look at your upper ECAM display and the flaps just down here, you've still got the standard flaps for the Airbus A320. You got 1 extra detent, I guess. Okay, fair enough. And if we were to go full throttle, we can indeed hit toga, and I can retract to idle. No, plane. Yo, hello, yo. So for some reason, if you go to toga, you can't actually then, you know, reduce throttle. You have to go idle. But I mean, hey, I guess it looks all right. Right? Now, here we are at runway 09 right at Heathrow Airport. We're going to go for a full throttle takeoff here, and we're going to see what it feels like to take off this Airbus A380. Can we do it? Maybe we can, maybe we can't. We'll find out. Okay, here we are lining up nice and slowly on the runway of Heathrow Airport. And we're not going to stop. We're just going to go full throttle here. We're going to just, we're going to see how this plays out. We're going to just keep going full throttle here. We are indeed nearly ready for takeoff, and the wing flex is looking all right. Let's just lift up a little bit here now. Pull back on the side stick, and we are sort of airborne. And we're in the air. We're in the air. Okay, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Let's retract our gear. Have a look at what that looks like. Okay. Yeah. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, so we're about 3 miles out of Heathrow Airport. I'm still full throttle. I'm flying level right now, but for some weird reason, we can't seem to get above 140 knots. I mean, it's trying to. We are full throttle. We're still in the toga detent. But if we look at the engines, we can see that only 2 are spinning properly, whilst the other 2 are still sort of just slacking off the job. So that leads me to believe that for some weird reason, although the animations don't work, I feel like we're still flying this big, huge jumbo jet on only 2 engines, where, you know, usually you need about 4 engines to fly this thing properly. But let's try and see what the maneuverability of this aircraft actually is like. Let's see if we can do like a little barrel roll or something. And yeah, no, we can't get any further than that. Let's try the other way. Yeah, no, doesn't look like it wants to work, but maybe we can keep it. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Yeah, no, that's just, oh wait, no, yeah, no, we're gonna fall out the sky. We're gonna fall out the sky. See, now the issue I've got here is if I tried to climb, I wouldn't be able to, because right now I'm literally at a climb rate of 500 feet per minute, and we're still losing speed. I mean, maybe it's got something to do with the flaps. Let's try and retract our flaps a bit and see if we can pick up a bit of speed. Okay, so for some reason our elevators seem to have a mind of its own. My hands are off the controls. You can see them moving at the back. I mean, they've stopped now, but that could be catastrophic in a real life situation. But on the bright side, we're picking up speed. We're picking up speed. Good. Maybe we have 4 engines active. Maybe we just can't see the 4 of them working. Now let's quickly bust a UE and see if we can land this plane and see, you know, what it looks like. I mean, hey, the maneuverability is looking a little bit better now that we've got more speed. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's just turn in here and try to line up with the runway of Heathrow Airport. We're gonna bring our flaps back out again. We're gonna bring our gear down, arm the spoilers so that they're ready to go, and we're gonna go medium auto brakes. Let's have a little look at the landing gear, see how it comes out. Yeah. We're nosediving right now, which is okay. And now here we are trying to actually pull back on the flipping side stick, and it doesn't seem to want to pull up. Pull up. Okay, so, and we've managed to pull up, but for some reason, when we retract our throttle, we can't actually use our elevators, which is it's very unfortunate. We're coming in very slowly, but that's okay. We've got 2 reds, 2 whites, and the puppies, and let's see if we can actually butter a landing here in the beautiful Airbus A380 that isn't actually so beautiful in this flight simulator. We idle our throttle, and I have no control surfaces. How do I flare? I just don't flare, apparently. I mean, hey, let's have a little look at this landing and see how it went. We got the lovely looking gear. The plane looks okay, but the textures are still really bad. I mean, you can see how I tried to flare, but the plane just wasn't having it. I kept on leaning to the side. I wasn't doing that, by the way. And then we brought it down as a bit of a slammer. Passenger backs are broken. I'm not paying for the health insurance because, you know, you didn't pay for that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the classical Quamdo Bangda Airport, we're going to give this a shot in the Airbus A380 because due to its very, very poor engine design, I would like to test out to see whether or not it can actually operate at such a high altitude. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are trying to fly over the mountains in China. We're at a very super duper high altitude coming into runway 32 at Quamdo Bangda, and judging by the altitude and our current speed at less than 140 knots, we're gonna struggle a little bit. I mean, currently I'm pulling back on my side stick as much as possible. You can see the elevators there in full motion, and yet we're still at a 1,100 feet per minute descent rate. I mean, we're managing to slow that down a little bit here. Now below 130 knots. We are not gonna probably make it to the runway. I have high doubts. Unfortunately, by looking at it, I don't see ourselves reaching this runway here, and we do not want a remake of that British Airways 777 incident at Heathrow Airport. If you know, you know. I mean, we might not even manage to clear this dune. Come on, clear it. Oh my god, we just missed it. And again, I'm still trying my hardest to pull back as much as possible on these damn elevators, and they're just not having it. I just can't do it. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, this aircraft is not going to make it to the runway. Let's try to at least flare it a little bit so we don't have a remake of British Airways 777 at Heathrow Airport, and I think we're going to slam it into the ground and we're all going to be basically dead. Yeah, no, great. Yeah, no. Oh, we're in the air, though. We are back in the air, ladies and gentlemen. We may make it to the runway. Ladies and gentlemen, if we make it, then I guess I'm the best pilot in the world. We're not going to make it. We're dead. we're definitely dead. Yeah, no, this plane is a little bit suck. I mean, once again, it is freeware. It's probably a rush design, so I guess you get what you pay for. You pay nothing, you get nothing. Best thing I could recommend is you patiently wait for the fly-by-wire A380 to come out, and once it does, I think it will be pretty banging. But I think that's gonna be it for this video. So of course, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys very soon.